What's going on, too? Happy Saturday to everyone. So right now, headed up to Tampa, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed the last video that I just put out. If you haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out. So in this video, we're going to talk about drivers and dispatchers. I'm probably going to title it "Drivers versus DMs" or something like that. So that's one thing you need to understand about these dispatchers. Their job is to cover their ass and to keep you rolling. Now, you need to understand that there's some dispatchers, that genuinely love their job, they care about their drivers, and then there's some, well, majority, to them it's just a job, it's, a paycheck, and they don't care about it. You know, you're gonna have some dispatchers that are just gonna talk down to you, talk straight crazy, nasty through that phone. It's gonna happen. Now, you as the driver, you need to keep in the back of your mind that that driver manager can make or break you out here. So if you are not doing what you need to do, making your driver manager look bad, they're going to get on you. Because one thing about these driver managers, you have to understand that these DMs, they have somebody that they have to answer to. So each DM, and by the way, this is mainly for those at mega carriers. This video is mainly for you. These DMs have, they're assigned a certain number of drivers, and they need to make sure that their drivers are rolling, which is why if you have a request for home time, it may not get approved because they all have to have a certain amount of drivers rolling at all times, you know. So to put it like this, if a DM has like maybe 20 drivers, now let's be more realistic. If a DM has like 50 drivers, right? And 20 of them are late for their loads, always trying to go home, basically doing everything they're not supposed to do. How do you think that DM is going to look, when their boss is reviewing them? So if their boss is getting onto them, they're going to get on you. So make sure, you're doing what you need to do as the driver. Now, it's no point in cussing your DM out. You don't need to get on the phone acting like a complete ass because it's not going to get you anywhere. All two things are going to happen. They're going to either they're going to hang up on you. They're going to probably not even respond to you. Or C, they're going to fuck with you. Excuse my language. They're going to mess with you. They might just have you sitting. They might cut your miles because these DMs, they're the ones that are assigning you, your loads, you know. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get those big boy loads. If you're not, you're going to get the bottom of the barrel. Now going back to these DMs, they're there from like 9 to 5 or however long, their shift is. So they just have to make it through the day, and then once they punch out, you're not their problem anymore. They could care less. They're gonna go home to their families, and they're not gonna think nothing more about you. So while you're in your sleeper, pissed off, they're not even thinking twice about you. Now, if your DM is coming at you all crazy, then yes, get them together by all means necessary. But don't let them disrespect you. But also, you need to make sure you're respecting them as well. It goes both ways. Don't let these DMs try to force you to do something you don't want to do. Because the reality is, you're the one driving that truck. And I don't see them flying out to you. So if they're trying to force you to drive through bad weather, now when I say bad weather, I'm not talking about just light drizzle or heavier. I'm talking about like heavy snow, blizzards, stuff that's going on right now, like those pilots. They're trying to force you to drive through an area like that. There's two things you can do. You could be stupid and run through it and jeopardize your CDL, or B, Tell them to put safety on the phone. Now, if you tell them to put safety on the phone, I guarantee you that free plan is going to get you raced. Guarantee you. You know, because a lot of these DMs, they don't care nothing about your safety. They're not looking out for you. You know, so while you're snowed in somewhere, they could be somewhere where it's sunny and the sky is blue. You know, you need to always protect yourself. You know, because they're not gonna take up for you. So when you're, getting that inspection by DOT, they're not gonna be there. Or when you're getting that weight ticket, they're not gonna be there. Another thing I can tell you is there's gonna be times where these DMs want you to do favors, and they might say, if you do this, I'll send you an extra such and such on your next settlement. Anytime they talking money or just anything important, tell them send it to the Qualcomm. So if they tell you, if you go drop this load real quick, I'll give you an extra $100. You need to tell them, okay, but put it on the Qualcomm. That way you have it in writing. Never go off of a word, They need to put it in writing. Send it to the Qualcomm or whatever device you use. If they're telling you to roll in a particular area where you know it's bad, tell them, send it to the Qualcomm. Anytime you're unsure about something and they're trying to make you do it, tell them send it to the Qualcomm. And 9 times out of 10, whatever they're trying to make you do, they're not going to make you do it. They're not going to send it to that Qualcomm because they know. You know. Now, always remember, you have a CDL, man. You can go anywhere you want to go. As long as you have the experience to go where you desire, you can. Now, if you and your driver manager are just not getting along, if your driver manager is not doing what you expect of them, meaning giving you the miles, keeping you running, then you can always request a new DM. And if you do that and all fails, if you have used all your options and all has failed, that's when you need to go online and start putting in some applications. Don't be surprised too at a mega carrier if you're constantly going through different DMs, because these DMs too, the same way truckers quit and go elsewhere, it's the same way with these DMs. They come and they go. They come and they go. I can't tell you how many DMs I had at Stevens back when I was at Stevens. I remember one time I had a DM for literally one full day. The very next day, I get a phone call. They're like, "Hi, I'm such and such. I'm your new DM." I'm like, "Well, damn, what happened to the last DM? Quit." So I think I'm coming up to like the 8-minute mark or past it. So to wrap it up, make sure you respect your driver managers. Don't let them disrespect you. If you are in doubt of anything, just tell them send it to the Qualcomm. Don't let these DMs don't let these DMs break you out here. Don't let them get in your pockets, because they will do it if you allow them to. All right, y'all. So as I always tell y'all, thank you to all my day one subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Appreciate all of you guys. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit thumbs up anyway. As I always tell y'all, take it easy. Stay safe.